former Attorney General Amos Wako appeared before the National Dialogue Committee at the Bomas of Kenya, recommending that servers should be audited after every election. The debate on whether to open the servers has been a thorn in the flesh of not only the Kenya Kwanza government, but that of Uhuru Ruto regime, where Raila Odinga cried foul. The former Busia senator also asserted that opening the servers would be the only way to improve elections and build confidence among the electorate. Here are the details.
Just
limit our interventions. Just limit our interventions.
Amos Wako, karibu.
The fourth Attorney General of Kenya, Amos Wako, appeared before the National Dialogue Committee at the Bomas of Kenya, carrying with him not only nuggets of recommendations, but admiration from the members of the National Dialogue Committee.
We've been with him in Senate, and of course, myself, we went to the school.
And I'm always grateful to you for that. And that's what I've made. I don't know where I would be now if I had made that decision to quit.
Aside from the camaraderie, Amos Wako touched on a number of issues, including one that seems to be causing regimes sleepless nights and a thorn to their sides, the opening of election service. The former Busia senator advised that elections be audited so as to improve elections by understanding the mistakes and loopholes of elections and also build confidence among Kenyans.
The audit is like a post-mortem, which cannot revive a dead body, but can tell you the cause of the death. And that's what we want to know in this audit. We want to know and identify the shortcomings, the weaknesses, the loopholes, or the shortfalls, which should be rectified before the next election.
That particular question. And
the bombshell dropped by IEBC commissioners last week over the severe irregularities during the 2022 elections left questions of what would happen next in case the servers were opened and what was on it, showed contradicting results to what was announced by IEBC on August 15th. Here is what he had to say.
The audit cannot change or reverse the decision of the Supreme Court.
He further asserted that the more the debate on opening the servers lingered, the more suspicions grew in regard to the transparency of elections. This server issue was among the irreducible minimums presented by Azimio to the initial bipartisan team that sent thousands to the streets, leading to the loss of precious lives in the anti-government demonstrations. In his recommendations, the former Attorney General suggested a law be put in place to ensure that servers are open to anyone as soon as presidential results are declared, adding that as they consider this, the same should be passed to any foreign entities helping in the country's elections to comply. Tracy Ochieng reporting for GBS News.
Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi came out to defend the bipartisan talks that have been ongoing at the Bomas of Kenya. The National Dialogue Committee, led by the Majority Leader of the National Assembly, Kimani Ichung'wah, and Wiper Leader Kalonzo Musyoka, has been deliberating on 5 thematic areas. His response comes after 3 Kenyans moved to court on a certificate of urgency, seeking to stop the National Dialogue Committee from conducting the ongoing bipartisan talks between Azimio and Kenya Kwanza. Isa Elanyi Chamau, Patrick Karani Ekirapa, and Paul Ngweyo Kirui have challenged the legality and constitutionality of the committee, whose formation, they say, contravenes various provisions of the Constitution. They have also listed other reasons, including the use of significant public funds for a process not supported by the Constitution, legislation, or the standing orders of Parliament.
Hizi bipartisan talks, watu walikuwa nakimbia wanasema lazima tuongee, tunataka tuongee. Tusipoongea watu watazidi kutembea na sufuria kwa kichwa na kadhalika. Haya, ndio hawa tumesema tuongee. Kuna upande wa upinzani na kuna upande wa serikali. Na wakati wanazungumza hivyo, sasa kuna wengine wanasema mbona serikali inagharamia pesa za hayo majadiliano. Mimi nataka niambie ndugu na dada, We do not, this is a Kenyan process. Haya majadiliano ni mambo ya kinyumbani ya Wakenya. We do not want dialogue amongst Kenyans to be funded by foreigners. Hatutaki watu wa nje wawe wale ambao wanasema wanafund mazungumzo haya. Wazungumuze na pesa ziwe za Wakenya ndio